NFL Week 18, Sunday night primetime, AFC East title is on the line, Bills, Dolphins. I'll be sweating this one out. Before the season started, I made a Dolphins future bet for them to win the division, and for the second year in a row, Miami is now limping down the stretch. Injuries just keep piling up. Most recently, they lost linebacker Bradley Chubb to a torn ACL, massive injury that took place in a game where Miami was down 30 points. He had no business even being in the game. Another big injury is cornerback Xavier Howard, who is expected to miss. Then on the other side of the ball, running back Raheem Mostert and wide receiver Jalen Waddle. For the first time in a long time, Buffalo might actually be the healthier team in this matchup. And this current line is reflecting those injuries for Miami. This game was played prior to Week 17. Buffalo would be close to just a 1 point favorite, but we're seeing Buffalo -3. And between Miami's injuries and then them getting blown out last week is why we're seeing this line at 3. Last week, Miami's defense allowed almost 9 yards per play to Baltimore. They allowed 5 touchdowns on 5 red zone attempts. Buffalo has dominated this series, too, against Miami. They're 9-1 straight up the last 10, but Miami has covered 3 of the last 4 meetings, and 3 of the last 4 games between these two teams have been decided by 3 points. I do feel good about the home and away splits that favor Miami here. Miami 7-1 at home, Buffalo 3-4 on the road this year. And, Buffalo's in a weird, unique situation. They aren't even guaranteed a playoff spot, but they're in a game that will decide the division. It's very likely they'll make it into the playoffs, but it's not sealed. And the new injury this week for Josh Allen is they're calling it a neck stinger. He's tough. We've seen him, deal with injuries in the past and it not impact his prep time, but my question is, will he be effective running the ball? His run rate increases in these high-leverage, meaningful games. It's a big part of the Buffalo offense. And you can always tell when Josh Allen's not 100%. His accuracy always suffers. And the status of wide receiver number 1, Stephon Diggs, is a real concern here. If you look at his snap count before Week 13 bye, he was regularly in the 90% range for snap count, but after the bye week, it's dropped significantly, with the past 2 weeks only 65% and 60% snap count. Something's going on there, and it makes it tough to lay the points on the road with Buffalo without knowing what's up with their number 1 receiving option. I'm invested in Miami to win this game. If I didn't have a future bet on them to win the division, I'd probably be betting Miami in the role of a short divisional home dog, which is a profitable subset. That's all I got for this one. Until next time, good luck with your bets.